Hi guys, Dino Vinyl Times back to make another video. Yeah, it's been a while, a couple of weeks. So I thought, come on, I've got a few records to show, some stuff I'm really chuffed with, and in the background we're playing one of my first pickups, which was Beck's Odelay. I've posted it a couple of times on the VC Facebook, but yeah, really chuffed to get this album. I bought it from a friend of mine who sells records in Swindon and near town to where I live. I did some trading with him and he gave me some credit back, so I thought I had a little rummage through to see what he's got, and this is one of the first ones I come across. I was really chuffed with it. It's not the version I was expecting. I thought it was the original. I didn't even ask him, but I thought it was just the original. Didn't know they'd ever released a re-release. But when I got it home and I kind of started digging around a little bit, it's actually a 2014 reissue, unofficial reissue, released in the UK only. So, yeah, not what I thought it was going to be. I got chatting to Ryan Dye on Facebook, and he's also got a copy. I'm sure it was Ryan. I'm pretty sure it was Ryan. And his copy has... No, sorry, it's not. It was... My apologies. It's the River Kid. I got a chat to him about his version. And his version has the 3-fold out poster, which is an original. And mine doesn't. Mine just has this picture in the sleeve, which is still really nice. But the quality of the record is really good. Plays absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely gleaming. So yeah, the record's still in the shrink, but... really chuffed with that, really happy to get it, and just it's been playing non-stop in my house. Next up, VC member Joe Robertson made a video a few months back now asking if anybody was looking to trade any records. He made a video of all the records he had to trade. I went through that video a numerous amount of times trying to pick out stuff that I thought I'd be interested in, and then I contacted Joe and we did a bit of Skyping, chatting about what we had to exchange, and we could try and work out some kind of postage deal or whatever, because obviously me being in the UK, Joe being over in Texas. But we came to some arrangement. I sent him some records he wanted of mine and vice versa, and here's what he sent me. So first up is a really nice US copy of Metamorphosis by the Rolling Stones. Great compilation album. This is on the Atco, sorry. It is on the... out there. Abaco label, US label I believe it is. Abaco. So yeah, no, really nice record. The sleeve is pretty cool as well because it has this little cutout here for you to send off to get the official Metamorphosis t-shirt. So I expect a few of these covers are knocking around with this bit missed out. So it's pretty cool to have it in contact, and be even cooler if you could find one of those t-shirts. They're pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, really chuffed to get that on. Put that down there. Next up, this is the band. Here is the next one he sent me. The band, Music from the Big Pink. Really good. And lovely gatefold on stereo, US copy again. Pretty cool. I only have one album by the band, and that's the band by the band. So to get the music from the Big Pimp and Big Pink, and to get a US release is pretty cool as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Really enjoying the band at the moment. So yeah, next up, The Fifth Dimension. I just don't know why I really picked this one out. I'd heard a few of their tracks and I just thought, hey, well, just give it a go, see what comes up. And yeah, so this is Living Together, Growing Together. I've played it once already through. I don't know, maybe I was expecting a bit more from it, but I wasn't totally enamoured with it. It's alright, but yeah, I don't think it'll get played too much, but I appreciate it anyway, don't get me wrong. Next up, a band that I really do like and really happy to get. This is Traffic, the Low Spark of the High Heel Boys, and this is pretty cool because it makes it look like, even on camera, that kind of looks 3D. Effect, so they got the cut off corners here and there. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to split in this one yet, so when I do, I'll let you know how it is. But yeah, I like the Traffic anyway. I've got a few of their bits, but nothing major. But yeah, pretty cool to get this in again. This is on Island, another US press. Band again I've been really getting into at the moment. The Guess Who. This is American Woman by Guess Who on Victor RCA. Yeah, really nice gatefold. American Woman on there. Talisman, Proper Stranger, Humpty's Blues, American Woman. Really good. I'm really enjoying the Guess Who at the moment, so I'm definitely trying to pick up some more of their bits. And yeah, really cool. Really happy to get that. Another one from Joe. This is the Association's Greatest Hits. I hardly know absolutely nothing about this band, though I only stumbled across these because of Discogs, and they kind of sent me in that you might be interested in this band if you like such and such other bands a few months back. And then when I saw Joe had a copy of the Greatest Hits, I thought, well, I always live by the rule: if you don't know a band by their greatest hits, and if they're an older band, that is. And yeah, I've played this a few times. Yeah, it's kind of grown on me. It'll take a few more listens, I think, but from what I've heard, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. The Association's Greatest Hits. I think maybe some of the American guys like Bo and that might know a lot more about these bands, or this band, sorry. Dylan Harrison, those boys might know a little bit more about them. But yeah, this is nice copy of this. Yeah, it's yeah, pretty cool. So that's that. Next up, again, another band I was really into. As you can tell, all that. Well, here's Crosby, Stills and Nash. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Four-Way Street, the live recording. Really cool. Nice gatefold, great picture in there, the guys. And this is on Atlantic, I believe. Double LP. Yeah, they're on Atlantic. Green and orange label Atlantic. But really cool. I have played this through. I only played through the once as it stands, but I'm really happy with it. Yeah, nice live album from the guys. Back in the day, but yeah, nice heavyweight sort of record as well. You know, so it's in really good condition. So really happy with that. And as you can tell, I'm really sort of getting into my sort of early '60s psych, rocky, folky, bluesy type stuff at the moment. So stuff like Buffalo Springfield, Crosby, Stills and Nash, all the boys on their own, Graham Nash, Stephen Stills, Neil Young, Mayboy Crosby, can't think of his first name. Bands like The Band, Moby Grape, this kind of thing I've sort of really got into recently. So enjoying finding their music and listening to it, so it's pretty cool. Next up, something slightly different. Some going back to my indie roots. This is the band Dodgy, and this is 3-Piece Suite. Now this album was definitely one for me from my school days. Had this on CD, but yeah, this came into my record shop yesterday. It literally came in as I was there. Some guy brought it in, and I saw it then and said, "Oh, that's what would be pretty cool to have. Definitely be interested. Could you do me a deal?" And she said, "I've not even priced it yet." She said, "You have a look at it and you tell me what you think." I said, "Well, that's fine, absolutely fine, really good knit." She said, "Just give me £6." So really happy to get this for £6. Some of the Brit. It was a Brit indie band from about 96, 95, 96 time. It's like in a room, going out for the summer. Yeah, really cool double album, double LP, and it's on Mighty Dodgy Vibe Records. Mighty Dodgy Vibe Records. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice to get a gatefold, and nice to get some mid-90s indie music, because it's quite hard to find on vinyl. So happy with that. Next up, this is Second Spring by the Matthew Southern Comfort. Got this in my local record shop. I bought it for the song Woodstock, but it's not on this. But I bought it because that's the only song of theirs I knew, and I really like Woodstock. So I saw this and I thought, well, I'll give this a spin. And it's really good, actually. It's very folky in parts, with that sort of slight 60s rock edge to it. I don't know if that even explain it very well, but yeah, it's very folky, but I quite like it. It's a really nice record. It's on the what label is this on? Up label? Is it Up label? Oh, sorry, Uni label. Uni label. Second Spring. And it's really nice. It's in really good condition. Yeah, so if you like your kind of folky, mellow 60s rock, that's one for you. But it doesn't have Woodstock on it, so little bit disappointed, but I do have Woodstock, their cover of Woodstock, I should say, on 45, so not too bad, but yeah, really cool record. After that, this was a £1 find, which I was really happy to get. This is James Goldmother on Fontana from 1991. This is a really good album. This just reminds me of my brother-in-law, or my ex-brother-in-law I should say now, but we're still really good friends. Yeah, really great album. Just reminded me of driving around in his car as a youth, listening to some James. He's from Manchester, James is from Manchester, and yeah, he was a massive fan, so brings back some good memories, and great album. Sit Down on Air, which everybody knows, Come Home, great track. Yeah, just really enjoyed it, and for £1, and it's a really good nick, so happy with that. Next up, this is The Doors' Greatest. I got given this from a friend a couple of weeks back. He had a load of other records, but they weren't in very good condition. I mean, near enough unplayable, but this was one that was pretty cool. This is the greatest hits, but I believe it's the remastered one. It's on Elektra, really good, just got all the hits on there. I'm sure you've seen it before or something similar, can't go wrong. Next up, this is John Mayall's Looking Back on Decca. The cover's a little bit worn on this. But yeah, it's okay. It's not amazing. It's an odd box Decca. You can see that. So it's pretty cool to get. I don't have any John Mayall, and to find this for cheap that I did yesterday, I was quite happy with. So again, very bluesy, obviously, with John Mayall. Don't really know too much of his music, but it's something I want to get into. So that was pretty cool to find that yesterday at my local record shop. Next up, really happy to get this. This is a US copy of The Seeds Future. I bought this again from my friend Rust in Swindon. This was a part of the trade deal. And yeah, really happy to get this. This is probably the most psychedelic album I own. It was my first listen through to this was last Sunday, and it definitely sort of took me back a little bit about how sort of out there it was, but it was alright, you know. I've heard a lot of good stuff about The Seeds, and I think it's just one of those bands it's going to take a couple of listens to really sort of get around to their way of thinking with the music, and I'll definitely be giving it a few more spins, and hopefully something I can sort of really fall in love with. I know Bo over in Pacific Northwest is one of his favourite bands of all time, and he holds them in quite high regard, so that's all good by me, you know what I mean. So yeah, really happy to get that. It was a fair chunk of my trade money to come out to get this, but I think it's going to be well worth it, so really happy to get that. Next up, this was a pound bin find. It's not in the best condition, but I picked it up because you just don't see it that often. The record plays okay. And this is Animals tracks on mono. But yeah, as you can see, it's proper sort of in a bad condition, but the record is fine, absolutely fine. So I can live with that. I know we all have our own opinions on what's good and what's not when it comes to condition. But this is just an album you don't see that very often, and I can put up with that bit off. But that's a great picture of them as well. I don't know where it's meant to be, but a great picture of the band. Yeah, really happy with that. And this is on Columbia as well, by the way. Yeah, really cool. Really happy with that. For a pound bin. So yeah. Next up, another band I've been really getting into just recently, and I've just been playing them absolutely to death. And this is Creedence Clearwater Revival. This is one of many I've got to show. So this is Cosmo Factory on Liberty Records. This is a slightly later reissue to the original, but yeah, it sounds absolutely great. UK release, really happy with that. Next up is a best of Creedence Gold. This is on the Fantasy label from late 70s, I believe. But yeah, that was pretty cool. It was only £1, a little bit of a mark there. Happy with that. Oh, Cosmo was a little bit more expensive, it was about £13. Next up is Creedence Clearwater Revival, and this is Willie and the Bull Boys. So that was pretty cool to get as well. I bought them on consecutive days to Cosmo Factory because I got it from my local record shop. She said I might have some more Creedence Clearwater Revival coming in tomorrow. So and she did. She messaged me and yeah, put this aside for me. A little bit more expensive again. It's a nice textured sleeve. Liberty Records, and I believe this is the first press. So yeah, say 12 quid there, but I was happy with that. That's pretty cool. And let me see if I can find it. Here they are. So here we have Creedence Clearwater Revival again. This is Bayou Country, I should say. This is not a first press. This is a later release from the mid 70s, but still really good. Proud Mary on there, Born on the Bayou. Some great tracks by them. So yeah, nice to add to the collection. And last of the Creedence is Green River. Again, not an original, a later reissue, but again on Liberty, but a really nice copy. And Green River is just, what a track. I'm not sure if I might have shown this one already, because I think this was one of the first ones I played, but I remember playing GTA, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas a lot, listening to Green River, and if anybody's played that game, you'll know why. But yeah, it was really cool to get. Next up, adding to the Dylan selection, this is Bob Dylan bringing it all back home. I've not had a chance to listen to this yet. This was an eBay win score. Again, I might have shown this one. I get confused sometimes because I do kind of have this kind of inbox thing. Well, it's not even an inbox, it's just I want to make sure I play everything before I kind of put it away. Not just so I remember that I've at least given it one listen. But yeah, I don't know how people feel about that, but that's what I do. So yeah, bring it all back on CBS. Not an original, a later press as well, but yeah, so that's that one. Next up, a little pound bin. I just thought this is a pretty quirky one, so I picked up the original score from Empire Strikes Back. And this is the one John Williams composed. This is the official release. There are lots of other Star Wars and Empire Strikes and Jedi's, but this is the official release on RSO. Yeah, really nice. And what I like about this one is the front of the inner sleeve has all the pictures from the film and little sort of notes on them. And then on the back is John Williams's idea of what each of the tracks are meant to symbolise and what they mean. Which is really cool, and then it lists every member of the London Symphonic Orchestra, which is pretty cool, and that for £1, happy, but it just means now I've got to look out for Star Wars A New Hope and Return of the Jedi as well, which are on the same, which I've had a look at, and they're not that expensive to buy, so I'll definitely keep an eye out for those. That'd be pretty cool. And I know Dean Jordan is also looking for some Star Wars records, so mate, if I do find some others, I'll definitely give you a shout. Next up, another band I've already mentioned, but this is the band Moondog Matinee. I don't even know. But hey, that's that one. I haven't had a chance to give this a spin yet. Again, this was one that was put aside for me in my local record shop, which was pretty cool. Yeah, really happy with that. I haven't had to give it a spin yet, but that's pretty cool. Next up, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, UK Press. I used to own this, but I had a French copy and I sold it to a record shop because I didn't think I liked Pink Floyd, and now I really do like Pink Floyd. I was a bit gutted I let it go, but now at least I have it back on a UK issue, so that was pretty cool. You've all seen this before. Brilliant, love the artwork on that. Next up, this is another with the Beatles, mono. I've got a few of these now. I think this is my third copy, but this is pretty nice. It was given to me. Actually, well, I say it was given to me. It was offered to me from a friend of mine down the pub with his mum and dad's records, and I said, well, there's not a lot else in your mum and dad's records that I particularly want, but I'll take this and the next record I'll show you, and gave him some money from both. But yeah, just a nice copy of this. So it's the third one. Flip back. I haven't really looked into any detail into this. I don't think it's anything special or amazing about this one particularly. It's just in nice condition, so I'm really happy. And then the next one on the same lines as that, Please Please Me, which I don't own this album, so I was really happy to get this because I don't have Please Please Me. Yeah, again, it's just in really nice condition. I'd love to get a mono copy of this as well, so I'll be looking out for that. But that's pretty cool to add to collection, and I think that only leaves me now the White Album to get and Magical Mystery Tour, and then I'm Beatles finished as far as studio albums are concerned. So yeah, pretty cool. Next up is a record only, no sleeve on this. This was a friend of mine let me have this dirt cheap. It's a 2012 reissue of the Small Faces, Ogden's Not Gone Flake, which is really cool. I'm a massive fan of the Small Faces. Just a shame it didn't have, even though it's a 2012 reissue, it'd just be nice to have a cover, but he said the cover got soaked and there was just no way he'd let anybody have a cover in that condition, so he's just given it to me in a plain sleeve like this. Hey, I'm not really that fussed out, as long as I get to play the record, that's cool by me. Next up, compilation of Cream, Full Cream, Polydor. Not a lot to say about this one. It was pretty cheap, it's about $2.50. Just a nice record. Happy days. Next up again, and got some more Beatles. This is Abbey Road. Yeah, this is. I did look into this slightly. I'm not going to bore everybody with this. This one doesn't have Her Majesty on the label or Her Majesty the song listed on the back, and you can also see the Drake cover. Apparently that makes it slightly different. I don't know. And you can also see more of up here. But here's Abbey Road. If you really like Abbey Road, here's another copy, exactly the same. You can see the drain, and it has the His and Hers Majesty's credits. Both of them do not have the misaligned apple. And like, sometimes it gets really, I don't know if anybody else thinks it, but it kind of gets really boring looking up different Beatles variations. You know, one of them could be worth 20 quid and another one could be worth 120 quid, but the differences and nuances are so different on it, it's just like, I don't want to waste my time half the time unless it's blatantly obvious, like Let It Be with having the red apple on the back. It's blatantly obvious. So, anyway, next up, Pound Find. Boo! Beastie Boys, Ill Communication. Found this at a car boot sale the other day. I was really happy. For £1. Nice gatefold, European issue, as opposed to the UK issue. Little sticker on there down there, girl's name Vanessa, and she wrote on the day she got it. So she got this in 5th of January 1987. The album came out in 96, so maybe a Christmas present or something for her. But yeah, cool. Really digging this, man. This is, I love the picture on the front there, and then how the double back folds out, and I think it's meant to look like that, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, just love it. Absolutely love it. I'd love to get some later Beastie Boys stuff, because that was more of my era, where this, when I was only 5 when this came out, so it wasn't really something I was sort of big into, as you can imagine. But still, really cool find to have, and yeah, love listening to that. More on the rap side of things. This is the Message, Grandmaster Flash, the 5 and the Eurus 5 even. Yeah, it's just what it is. Got given this from a friend. It's pretty cool. It's only it's a 12-inch single, but I'm happy with that. Next up, 12-inch single again. My favourite band of all time. This is Ocean Colour Scene Sway on the label. That's as it is called. Label. I've got this is this is one of their first issues. First issued singles. You've got 4-track singles. You've got Sway, Lullaby, Sway, Sway Again, and One of These Days, which most of those became B-sides for 1 or 2 other albums. So really cool to get a 12-inch. I don't have many 12 inches by Ocean Colour Scene single-wise. I think I've got near enough all of them. Oh, there's a 7-inch. And then you have the 12-inch is also Ocean Colour Scene Sway, but this is on the Fontana label. Different artwork. It's pretty cool. I've nearly finished my Colour Scene 7-inch collection. I only have a few more to go with that, so I'm going to start with my 12-inch. Next up, again, I think I've posted this a few times. I've posted most of these, but this is Jimi Hendrix, Electric Ladyland, Jimi Hendrix Experience Part 1. This is when they split Electric Lady down to Part 1 and Part 2. Got this in a charity shop the other day for £8. It wasn't until I got it home and I noticed this has a ridiculously bad crack in it. But this is on the track label, and there is you can't even see it, but there's a crack that runs around the whole of the label. Not the whole of the label, I mean just like along here. It doesn't affect play, not at all, but God knows if somebody's trying to like push it out, I don't know. But it plays absolutely perfect, but it doesn't really bother me. It does play, it'd be fine. You know, it's what it is. But that was a cool find to get from the old Oxfam shop, £8. Happy as Larry with that. Put that back there. This is going to be a 30-minute video, sorry guys. Next up, I got this box set, which a few of you have probably seen before. This is Concert of Bangladesh, Dylan and George Harrison. Yeah, pretty cool. £10 this was, and it wasn't until I got it home I realised why it was £10, because the box falls apart completely. But hey, it's nice to have the records, and I've already got somebody sending me a new box. It also comes with the original booklet, which is really cool as well. Vinyl's all in pretty good condition, so cool. Thanks very much, man. Next up, my first anything to do with Prince. I don't know anything with Prince, so I might as well get Purple Rain. This is from a £1 from a car boot sale. UK issue or European issue type, very similar. In a sleeve, no poster or anything with it. I believe there was a poster issued. Got a hype sticker on there. Winner of the British Recording Industry Best Film Soundtrack. That's pretty cool. I know I was talking to Carsten Olsen about it the other day on Facebook, and I know he's a huge Prince fan. Next up, from the same lady I got the Prince from, I picked up another copy of De La Soul 3 Foot High and Rising. You can never have enough copies of this, in my opinion. It's one of the greatest hip-hop albums ever. That's just my personal opinion, but yeah, brilliant. So it's just nice to have another copy. Could be doing a trade with somebody if they wanted to. Both of this copy and the other copy I've got are near enough in the same condition. Very good, so really happy to get that. Next up, some MJ, Michael Jackson. What one is this? Dangerous. This is Dangerous. Now this one is the one that reminds me the most of my childhood with Michael Jackson. I remember when I was living in Germany as a child, not as an adult, as a child, this came out, and this was huge in our youth club, and we used to listen to this album constantly, going on our Walkmans and stuff like that, and it was brilliant. Just really loved it. But this is really nice. It's double LP, but it's in there's 1, 2 sleeve jobber, and this is actually a US press, which according to Discogs is quite hard to come by. There's not many listed, so I don't know why. I'm sure there's fucking hundreds in the US, but there's not many listed on Discogs or eBay, so it's pretty cool to get a US press. Next up, some more Dylan. Slow Train Coming. Again, not had a chance to listen to this one yet. This is kind of probably a collection filler as it stands, but yeah, CBS, pretty happy with that. That was £2 from car boot sale, same day as the Michael Jackson one. I'm going to try and rattle through these.